Tones, Riffs, and Notes, 93.1 FM, CKCU in Ottawa. You have to find, try to find a song to tie everything together when you're putting a mix. Do you do that? Like, do you find that where maybe you have one song and then the next one, not sure, but then that third one seems to bring it all around?
Maybe it's a bit different for, I don't know. I mean, VH3, I learned everything from VH3. I have props to him. He used to say he had his first track
VH3.
and his last. You still don't like his, what? You still find
I love it, man. I
his
love
DJ
him.
name?
He's so cool.
Well, I can't call him by his real name on the radio, but VH3 always had, he said, okay, I pick my first track and I've got my last track, and then he brings a stack of them and he sees where the mix goes. Then I sort of, I have a feeling, I have a couple of tracks that I feel, and then see where things go, if I can find similar styles. And then sometimes I know where I want to, like that, one style I want to start with, one style to end, and then try and progress from one to another. And, actually, the really funny thing about VH3 and myself is over the years, he will send me a playlist, or sometimes he won't, and we'll just naturally know, okay, well, this week it's going to be, perhaps, kind of funky style, or this week it's going to be more chill style, or this is going to be more upbeat and electronic, more trancey, uplifting and energetic. And we're on the same wavelength for a particular week. So it's always kind of funny. But, I don't know. Tracks, I think your style is a bit different because you got to have to, it's easier for you to change between styles a lot quicker. So, yeah.
So what'd you think of that email? So
that was interesting. It's definitely going to be, any technology, I think we're always about sex robots.
Well, this is awesome. So the person that responded, a very nice person, responded with this email just kind of explaining that they're a master's student here at Carleton in women's and gender studies. They've had some radio experience before, probably, I think, on a similar radio station in Montreal.
Yeah.
So they're writing their thesis right here. Where is it? For my thesis, I plan to analyze the potential effects of sex robots on Canadian sex workers.
I mean, definitely it's going to be coming. I mean, think about any other new technology that's been brought in where people were concerned in whatever field that's sort of in the vices. Mm-hmm. So go back to, remember when it was, I don't know, you're as old as I am, so you remember the scourge of video game terminals taking over bars. Do you remember that in the early 90s? Was that around very early 90s, and people were no longer interacting with people, and casinos were all worried, and people were wasting their life away, and we had to do some regulations on it, and then think about just now recently with marijuana, and vape. Well, look at e-cigarettes and vaping the last sort of 3-4 years, 5 years. I don't know when it's the first time you saw people vaping, and what's that done, and you know what, I don't. And then going on to this, honestly, I think if you're healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically, who the fuck cares? Whoops. But if you have problems, I said, who the frig cares?
I was woeing at the mic volume.
Yeah, that too. But what do you think? Do you think that there's anything to be concerned about in the population? I don't think it's going to take over and throw everyone into jail.
Sex robots. It seems immature in a lot of ways. Like, it's I don't know. Like, it'll probably be huge when it happens, if it happens, but it's not intelligible.
Well, you know what they say about the late 90s, right, with the internet, was that the whole internet technologies between streaming video and compression and image serving and hosting, it's all driven by the adult industries.
Oh,
and
yeah.
that the technology was pushed for that sole reason. So, if AI and electronics and is not pushed by the military, it's going to be pushed by. So, I mean, you're curious. But the human effect on, well, like you said, sex workers and just the general population. Yeah, we should be aware. Yeah, absolutely.
I am very happy that this person got back to me and that they're gonna come on here next week. I'm excited to sit here with somebody, and it seems like they have a lot of personality and
Good.
something to say. So I am definitely psyched for that.
Yeah. So you'll have to do some research. You're going to do some prep.
Yeah, I'll have to read something.
Well, you'll have to see where that goes.
What about you next week?
Well, we are having. Well, I think I mentioned it off air that DJ Six is coming in for his regular. He comes in with Santa hat and everything, so it's going to be a full house here next week.
That voice change right there that you do, you and VH3 does it too.
Yeah, what?
We're talking like radio DJs right now. But
when you bring it down,
yeah.
Because you have to have some sort of interest in your voice.
Oh, man. I sit and I listen to that in the car. It's so good, man.
Well, thank you. I definitely do not talk like this in real life, as you know.
All right. People are listening.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. I hope everyone had a good week. I hope everyone's had a good night, is relaxing, ready for music. I mean, I've said it before. You'll get a wide range of music on the show, a large portion of which probably sounds like people have really tried to get on the radio commercially. However, at the same time, it holds true to the indie and definitely the lesser known of music. But that's I like that 4/4 beat. I like that beat. I like the bass. And so this is a type of music that is very popular these days. So it's easy to find if you just go and look for it.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's do it.
Roll it.